What if I told you that your body isn't broken? It's just been a bit neglected. And what if the part of you that once made you feel confident, alive, and strong wasn't gone forever, but simply waiting for a little help? I'm not talking about another prescription or one of those little blue pills. I'm talking about something completely natural, something your body already knows how to use. Oils. Yes, that's right. There are 5 simple oils that can help men over 60 naturally reverse erectile dysfunction. They're safe, effective, and in some cases, they start working in as little as 7 days. My name is Dr. Mojit Kara. For over 30 years, I've worked as a physician focused on men's health. In that time, I've helped thousands of men across the country regain control of their sexual well-being. I've witnessed the heartache, the silence, and the sense of shame that so often comes with this issue. But I've also seen something incredible happen when men stop chasing temporary fixes and start giving their bodies what they truly need to heal. Here's something most men never hear. Erectile dysfunction doesn't have to be permanent. In many cases, it's not a life sentence, it's a sign that something deeper needs attention. Often, it comes down to things like poor circulation, chronic inflammation, or hormonal imbalances you might not even realize are there. But the good news is, the solution isn't complicated. Nature has already provided it. In just a moment, I'm going to walk you through 5 specific oils that can help bring blood flow back where it belongs, reduce inflammation, reawaken sensitivity, and give you back that confidence you may have thought was gone for good. And there's one oil in particular, often overlooked, that's left even seasoned doctors like myself amazed at how quickly it works. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss out on another natural health breakthrough created just for men like you. Alright, let's dive into the first oil. This is the one I recommend to nearly every man who walks into my clinic. It's simple, it's affordable, and it's surprisingly powerful. It's not just another supplement, it's nourishment for your masculinity. I'm talking about pumpkin seed oil. And what this oil can do for your testosterone levels and your blood flow might just catch you off guard. Let me tell you, this isn't some miracle product. It's just a natural oil, something as familiar as the seeds you use to scoop out while carving pumpkins with your kids or grandkids. Pumpkin seed oil may seem like a humble remedy, maybe even too basic to make a difference. But what I've seen it do for male vitality is nothing short of remarkable. I started recommending pumpkin seed oil to my patients over a decade ago, back when hardly anyone was talking about it. It was just a little-known oil, rich in zinc and healthy fats. But the changes I saw in the men who stuck with it, they were hard to ignore. Some felt more energetic within days. Within weeks, many reported better morning erections. And over time, quite a few told me they felt like their old selves again, something they hadn't believed was possible. Pumpkin seed oil works in 2 important ways. First, it delivers zinc in a form your body can actually use. And zinc is essential for making testosterone. Without it, your hormones can't do their job properly. Second, this oil helps relax and open the blood vessels that feed the penis. That's the very foundation for getting and keeping an erection. When your body finally has the right fuel and blood can flow freely, things begin to work again, just like they're meant to. But here's why this oil means so much to me personally. One of my longtime patients, a man in his mid-70s, had pretty much given up. He tried pumpkin seed oil as a last resort, not expecting much. But just 3 weeks later, he walked into my office with tears in his eyes. "Doc," he said, "I feel like myself again." I'll never forget that moment. Now, if pumpkin seed oil is the foundation, the steady support your body's been waiting for, then the next oil I'm going to talk about is the ignition. It's like nature's version of the little blue pill without the side effects, and it works exactly where your body needs it most. Let's talk about black seed oil and why so many men are quietly calling it their secret weapon. If pumpkin seed oil lays the foundation, then black seed oil is the spark that lights the fire. I often tell my patients that it's nature's answer to those synthetic performance enhancers. The difference is black seed oil has been trusted for generations and it doesn't come with a long list of side effects. The more I've studied it, the more impressed I've become. In fact, in ancient writings, it was once called the cure for everything but death. That may sound like an exaggeration, but when it comes to helping men get their performance back, it starts to feel pretty accurate. So, what makes black seed oil so powerful? It comes down to a little compound called thymoquinone. That might sound like a mouthful, but what it does is quite simple and extremely important. This compound helps your body produce something called nitric oxide, and that's key, because nitric oxide tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. When that happens, blood can flow freely to your penis when you're aroused. Without enough of it, you might feel desire, but your body just doesn't respond. Let me tell you about one man who came to see me. He was in his early 60s and had been on medications for blood pressure and cholesterol for years. He'd been quietly struggling with ED and had pretty much accepted it as his new reality. I suggested he give black seed oil a try. I didn't promise miracles, just asked him to stick with it for a couple of weeks. 2 weeks later, he called me, and I'll never forget the emotion in his voice. He said, "It's like my body finally remembered how to work again." That's what black seed oil does. It helps your system remember. It brings things back online in a way that feels natural and right. It helps you feel confident and truly present in the moment. But black seed oil does more than just support blood flow. It also helps with inflammation, and that matters a lot. Chronic inflammation is like rust in a pipe. Over time, it narrows the pathway until hardly anything gets through. Black seed oil helps clear that away. It supports the health of your blood vessels and can even help bring back sensitivity in areas that may have gone a bit numb. But we're only getting started. Because while black seed oil gets things moving, the next oil does something equally important. It helps rebuild. It doesn't just help performance in the moment, it helps repair damage that's built up over the years. Damage to the blood vessels, to be specific. And this next oil may surprise you. It's one that's often overlooked, but I believe it deserves a place at the center of every man's recovery. Because when your blood vessels are strong and flexible, your body can respond with clarity, strength, and ease. Let's talk about pomegranate seed oil and what it can do to help you restore the blood flow you had years ago. If black seed oil helps get the blood moving, pomegranate seed oil helps rebuild the roadways. Because the truth is, if you're over 60, your circulation just isn't what it used to be. And the place where that shows up most clearly is in the bedroom. Your ability to get and stay firm, to feel deeply during intimacy, all of it depends on the health of your blood vessels. And that's exactly where pomegranate seed oil shines. This oil contains a rare compound called punic acid. It's one of the most powerful natural substances I've ever come across for repairing the inner lining of your blood vessels. That lining, called the endothelium, plays a huge role in how well your blood can move through your body. If it's damaged or inflamed, blood flow slows down. But if it's strong and healthy, everything flows the way it should. I worked with a man who was in great shape overall, exercised regularly, ate well, but he told me something just felt off. He described it as a kind of numbness. Nothing seemed to wake things up anymore. We added pomegranate seed oil to his daily routine, and 2 weeks later, he came back and told me, "It's like someone turned the lights back on." That stuck with me, because this wasn't just about performance. It was about sensation, about connection, about feeling alive again. That's what happens when you restore blood flow and sensitivity. You start to feel like yourself again. And there's more. Pomegranate seed oil doesn't just help with circulation. It also supports testosterone production. As we age, our levels naturally drop. For some men, it's gradual. For others, it's more dramatic. Either way, lower testosterone can affect everything, from your mood to your desire to your physical response. This oil helps your body gently restore balance from the inside out, both physically and hormonally. And it does all of that without needles, without prescriptions, and without side effects. Just the gentle, steady power of nature doing what it was made to do. Now, if pomegranate oil is the builder, helping you repair and restore your body's foundation, the next oil we'll look at is the balancer. Because even when your blood flow is good and your hormones are improving, there's still one invisible factor that can bring everything to a halt. Stress. That's right. Stress, the kind that lives in your head, not your body, can quietly undo all your progress. But thankfully, there's an oil for that too. One that not only helps calm the mind, but also brings a deeper sense of connection to your intimate moments. You won't want to miss this next one. Now that we've talked about rebuilding the body, we need to talk about something just as important, rebalancing the mind. Because no matter how healthy your blood flow is or how much your hormones improve, if your mind is under stress, your body just won't respond the way you want it to. That's where ylang ylang oil comes in. It may sound like a fancy floral perfume, but don't let the name fool you. This oil is much more than a pleasant scent. It's a gentle but powerful way to quiet the mind and bring you back to the moment. I've had so many men tell me, I want to be intimate, but when the time comes, I just can't relax. They're not alone. That kind of mental block is incredibly common, and it often becomes more noticeable with age. You start second-guessing yourself. You remember past moments that didn't go as planned. You feel pressure to perform, and that pressure shuts everything down before it even begins. Ylang ylang helps break that cycle. It works on your nervous system like a calming whisper, telling your mind, you're safe, you're okay, you can let go now. And once your nervous system begins to relax, your arousal response starts to return naturally. It's a delicate balance. Most things that try to help either make you feel too drowsy to enjoy the moment or too amped up to stay focused. But this oil is different. It helps calm the overactive parts of your brain while gently waking up your body's natural rhythm. One of my patients, a man in his late 60s, a retired Navy vet, had been dealing with performance anxiety for years. He was strong, proud, but emotionally exhausted from constantly worrying about whether his body would cooperate. I didn't offer him a fix, just a ritual. A few drops of ylang ylang oil behind the ears or on the chest, maybe before a warm bath, something quiet and soothing before bed. He came back a few weeks later and told me, for the first time in years, I wasn't in my head. I was just there, with her, and that made all the difference. That's the power of calming the mind. Sometimes the biggest shift doesn't happen in your body. It happens in your thoughts. And when the two come into alignment, when your mind and body are on the same page, intimacy becomes natural again. You're not forcing it. You're simply showing up fully present, fully yourself. Now, we've talked about building the foundation with pumpkin seed oil, firing things up with black seed oil, repairing with pomegranate seed oil, and recentering with ylang ylang oil. Each of them plays an important role. But there's still one more piece left. One last oil that doesn't just support what your body's already doing, it boosts it. It supercharges the entire process and brings everything together. This oil works fast. In fact, for many men, it starts making a difference in just 7 days. It's the final step in bringing you back to the kind of energy and confidence that you may not have felt in a very long time. Let's talk about pine needle oil, the accelerator. Pine needle oil might not be the first thing you think of when it comes to men's health. For years, I only thought of it as something that helped with breathing or maybe the immune system. Sexual health. That seemed like a stretch. But then I started looking into the research, and I started listening to my patients. What I found changed my mind. This oil contains something called monoterpenes, especially one known as alpha-pinene. Again, no need to get caught up in the names. What matters is what they do. These compounds help your body use oxygen more efficiently, and that's a big deal. Because oxygen is the fuel your blood needs to carry energy and sensitivity throughout your entire body, especially where it matters most. I had one patient who'd spent years trying everything under the sun. Pills, pumps, diets, specialists, you name it. He He was just about ready to give up. As a last step, we tried pine needle oil. He applied it topically to his lower back and chest before bed. It was like someone flipped a switch. He told me, for the first time in years, I didn't just feel like a man. I felt like myself again. That moment reminded me of something important. This isn't just about function. It's about identity, about feeling alive, capable, and whole. Pine needle oil helps your circulation, improves how your body uses oxygen, lowers inflammation, and may even help your body get more from its natural testosterone. Some men notice a shift in as little as 5 to 7 days. They report more energy, better firmness, stronger sensations. And when it's used together with the other 4 oils, the effects often multiply. But here's something I want to say clearly: oils alone won't change your life. They're powerful, yes, but it's how you use them that makes all the difference. Coming up next, I'm going to walk you through a simple 7-day plan that ties everything together. No tricks, no complicated steps, just a clear daily routine that helps your body feel stronger, more confident, and more connected than it has in years. You won't want to miss it. So, now that we've explored these 5 incredible oils one by one, let's talk about what happens when they all start working together. Because that's where something truly special begins to happen. You see, each oil plays its own unique role. One supports testosterone, another improves blood flow. One calms your mind, another helps repair your blood vessels, and one gives your entire system a boost of energy and vitality. On their own, they're powerful. But when you combine them into a simple daily routine, that's when real transformation begins. Over the years, I've developed something I call the Vitality Revival Routine. It's not a product or a brand. It's simply a daily rhythm that follows nature's lead. I've shared it with men from all walks of life, different ages, backgrounds, and health conditions, and I've seen again and again how something shifts when they stick with it. It's not just about physical changes. It's emotional. It's relational. Some even say it feels spiritual. Because what we're really talking about here isn't just stronger erections, it's reclaiming a part of yourself you may have thought was lost. A sense of confidence, connection, and aliveness. One man I worked with, 72 years old, recently widowed, was feeling withdrawn and low. He didn't expect much when he started the routine. "I just want to feel a little more alive," he said. Within a week, he noticed he was sleeping better. His mind felt clearer. And yes, his erections were stronger and more reliable. But more than that, he told me, "I feel hopeful again." That's what this is really about. These oils don't force your body to change. They support it in doing what it already knows how to do. They work with your body's natural healing abilities, gently bringing things back into balance. The routine itself is simple. In the morning, take a tablespoon of pumpkin seed oil. Twice a day, take black seed oil. With a meal that includes some healthy fats, take a teaspoon of pomegranate seed oil. Before bed, apply a few drops of ylang-ylang oil, either behind your ears, on your chest, or however feels most calming for you. And just before sleep, gently massage some pine needle oil into your lower back. It's not just a list of steps, it's a ritual. A way to bring attention and care back to your own body. And when you do it every day, your body starts to remember. It remembers how to feel, how to function, and how to enjoy life again. Now, I want you to imagine where you could be just 1 week from today. Maybe you're feeling more energy during the day. Maybe you're standing taller, smiling more. Maybe you're reconnecting with your partner, or simply reconnecting with yourself. Because in just a moment, I'm going to show you exactly how to take this 7-day plan and make it part of your everyday life. The steps are simple. The results, they can be life-changing. So here we are. You've heard the stories. You've heard the science. And maybe, just maybe, you're beginning to believe that things really can change. And the truth is, they can. What we've talked about today isn't just a list of oils. It's a path. A quiet, steady shift from feeling stuck or discouraged to feeling strong, energized, and reconnected again. I've spent decades working with men who believed their best days were behind them. And I've seen those same men come back to life, not because of some miracle, but because they took a simple step in a new direction. We began with pumpkin seed oil, the solid foundation. It helps fuel your testosterone and gets healthy blood flowing again. Then came black seed oil, nature's performance booster. It wakes up your system and gets everything moving. Pomegranate seed oil followed, repairing and strengthening the delicate blood vessels that carry vitality throughout your body. Then we introduced ylang ylang oil, the gentle rebalancer that helps quiet the mind and bring calm when it's needed most. And finally, we added pine needle oil, the activator, the amplifier. It brings all the other pieces together and sparks something real, something powerful, something alive. When these 5 oils work together, they offer something no prescription ever truly can: a sense of renewal. Not just physically, though that's part of it, but emotionally as well. They help bring back the spark, the confidence to face your partner with ease without fear or hesitation. The ability to enjoy your body again, not the way it was at 25, but the way it can be now, with wisdom, presence, and dignity. Because here's the truth you may not hear often enough: you're not broken. You're not past your prime. You're simply missing a few of the tools your body has quietly been asking for. These oils aren't magic, but your body is. And when you give it the right support, it remembers. It remembers how to heal, how to feel, how to thrive. So, if you're still with me, thank you. Not just for listening, but for being open. For being willing to explore what's possible. And now, it's time to begin. Pick one oil. Start your ritual. Let your body show you what it's still capable of. Because you're not done. Not even close.